We're going to go back out to Seattle right now. Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Palmer joining us and removed his number 22 nostalgic uniform shirt, put back on his blazer. And Jim, let's talk a little bit about Gabriel Noah for a moment. What did you see from him over those first 3 innings?
Not enough. You know, we keep talking about it. I mean, it's such an opportunity, and we talked about, okay, he doesn't, he gets lefties out better than righties because his changeup's better than his slider. I thought that he would be able to throw harder. He couldn't add anything, so he was out, 92, 93, which is the major league average fastball if you don't command it. But again, in that third inning, and Demper's right. You had the 10-run inning, and then out in Oakland, you had the 5-run inning here on Friday. You had the 8-run inning here. What kind of predicates that? They get some hits, obviously, and the irony is they only hit like one or two balls hit hard in that inning, but there were the 3 walks, and they brought Witherspoon in. He's a finesse guy. He doesn't throw a horrible break ball to Nola, but he takes a 2-strike hit up the middle, and then one thing leads to another, and the next thing you know, you do exactly if you're Gabriel Noah, you completely put your team out of the ball game. And Kikuchi had no idea what he was doing the first couple of innings. He's trying to throw strikes, not making quality strikes. Had a couple of chances to really take a significant lead, but it wouldn't have been significant when you have those 8-run lead innings like the Orioles had in the third inning.
Jimmy, considering we've had 17 runs in the 2 previous ball games, we had Kikuchi on the ropes early in this game, and we could not put him away. What did you see about the offense today?
Well, we're pretty consistent. First of all, Mancini's back in the lineup, so, he's one of the better hitters in the American League, certainly the best hitter. We get our hits. We work the count, but Rick, we used to always talk about it. What are we going to do? We're going to try to stay away from the big inning. They couldn't do that. I say this, and it's kind of a truism. If you're a starting pitcher, you want your guys to think they have a chance to win. And if you have the big innings, especially on a club that's not built for offense compared to, even if you compare them to the Mariners, second in the American League in home runs to the Twins, the Orioles have to play smart ball. They have to do what they really did in the previous 2 games, which is, you hit some home runs. Villar hit the 3-run home run. Santander hit a 2-run home run. But, they're not built on the home run ball. They just need to use the whole field. Certainly capable of doing that. But 8 runs, when you go from 2 to 2 to 10 to 2, it's kind of like taking air out of a balloon, and I think that's what happened today. But we all know the pitching has to get better, and you guys touched on it. Who are you going to bring up? You're going to bring up the retreads? This is when the Orioles lost 14 straight years. That's what you did. You kept bringing people up because they were supposedly better. Now, I will say this. Scott pitched a little bit better. We saw Yacobonis come in and strike out the side yesterday. Brandon Klein's got better stuff than, he gets lefties out. He needs to do a better job with right-handers. He did that today. So, again, this is the future of the Orioles. We'll see how good they're going to be, and they're going to get an opportunity. But I think you have to make some decisions, and maybe we will see a reshuffling of the 40-man roster with some of the younger pitchers getting a chance to pitch at this big league, especially as a starting pitcher. The Keegan Akins or maybe the Lothers or, who knows who may get up here. But at the end of the day, they need to improve their pitching. Today just was not one of those days.
Jim, one final thing. In regards to like yesterday when they win, the Orioles win, did we get too happy because there's so many losses? Just as fans watching the game?
No, this club is what it is. Hey, they're playing hard. I think Brandon Hyde, he understands. He's frustrated. But he said, like yesterday, he was happy. He said everybody likes to win. Winning is a lot better than losing. I listened to the radio, and one of their pitchers said, I like losing. I like, not winning more than winning. In other words, I want to win, but I just don't like to lose. Well, it's the process. The process, you better have good pitching. It's harder to pitch than ever with the live ball. So, we're just going to have to see how this season plays out. And I think the exciting thing, Demper started when he was young. I got to the big leagues when I was 19. They give you the ball. They give you an opportunity if you're a pitcher. You try to take advantage of it. You struggle. You try to, just like you did in A-ball when you're trying to get the AA or AA trying to get the AAA, you try to get better. I learned from Cal Ripken Sr. years ago, you come to the ballpark every day trying to get a little bit better. This club has a lot of room to do that, so hopefully that'll be really what 2019 is about.
Well, Jim, we always appreciate your honesty as you look inside the Orioles, and we'll talk to you real soon again. Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Palmer.